because that really is what did all of this, the passion of people. I really appreciate it. I've written that down a number of times when I've seen this, because if we let it get away, there's nothing that will ever be able to get it back. Once it's built over, it's gone. So it's really important. You probably couldn't read it in the little PowerPoint that was going along on the beginning of the program when you were coming in, but some things to do: be vigilant and aware. Pay attention to what's going on in our community. Visit the City of Pacifica website that has a list of active planning applications that might take a little while before they come out into the Pacifica Tribune or on Nextdoor. So look for that information. Attend city meetings, talk to your neighbors, observe signs and things. Postings go up in neighborhoods if development is being proposed. So again, be vigilant and aware. And find people to collaborate with and organizations. You just heard everything from the American Association of University Women, AAUW, who did tremendous things in Pacifica over the course of its early years. Trust for Public Land, Pacifica Land Trust, Post, and all of the groups with great names like the Pushy People that have been created here in Pacifica over the years. So seek out those organizations and figure out how to partner together, because saving land and finding that money and all that energy to do it really isn't something that we can just do here in town. We can have the passion and get the momentum going, but we're going to need a lot of help to actually make it happen. Civic engagement. Make sure that you're reading documents, reports, and plans. At the back of the table on your way out, we've got a list of frequently asked questions, a handout here. Some of you may or may not know that the city, a week or so ago, released the draft general plan, draft environmental impact report, and draft Sharp Park specific plan. These are all things, particularly on the draft environmental impact report, that you can put your input into. And you need to have public comment. It's pretty quick. The timelines are here in the document, as well as we've highlighted how to reach out for each of the different plans and to make comments and the deadlines on it. So make sure you're aware of that. This is really important. You've heard about the Duncans and Jones plans and some of the other plans. And so there's a lot of things going on at this juncture in time. So please read these documents. Take a section. Maybe you don't need to read the whole thing yourself, because it's something, if you put them all together, it's well over 1,500 pages. It's a lot to digest, almost impossible to digest, but at least take a section of it, of something that's passionate to you, and provide written and oral public comments. You know, you heard that it's people speaking out that's making this all happen. And speak out to legislators at all levels. We've got our city council here, but you saw and heard how it takes everybody, state, local, county, state, national level to make things happen, and make sure you vote. That's part of our civic engagement and what we can do. But I think one of the most important things we can do is believe. And that's why we wanted to have everybody together tonight, as many as we could during a time of pandemic, was to get people to see these victories, because those were amazing successes that we've had here in the community. And you heard, it can take a lot of time, decades even. Be persistent and patient, but don't ever give up, that your voice counts and that we all can make a difference. So I hope that you'll be reading the general plan, commenting on some of these projects that you may have been able to look at in the back of the room here that are being proposed for our community. And let's keep the victories and successes happening here in Pacifica to protect this place for future generations. And I have I don't want to put anybody that was in the video that's here on the spot, but if somebody does want to come up and share some current thoughts, Mike, I'm looking over at you, Julie, Peter, Ken.
I'll share some.
First, thank you all for... And we do have the signs here too for Protect San Pedro Mountain, so if you want to take a yard sign with you before you go too. But at the moment, I'm going to turn this over to some of our open space heroes.
Sure.
I'm going to take my mask off. Yes, I have a beard. Peter's changed his look a little bit since the mayor days.
We got old.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, because that's one of the things that I want to say is we need to reach out, we need to engage people 30, 40, younger. This is now as much their fight as it is our fight. We need to really make sure somehow that we kind of, I wish they could have been here tonight. I personally have yay! Yeah, I just want to thank Pacifica Environmental Family and the Historical Society for putting this event on tonight. It was super inspiring for me. I learned a lot because I didn't come here until 1982, 1983. You know, I've missed a lot. But I heard about it, and I met a lot of, fortunately I had was able to meet a lot of the great people who were involved, and it's like a relay race, you know, we're all plugging along, and every day that I live here, when I go to the beach, or, you know, I just truly appreciate what I see that has transformed, even like the beach, for example, in terms of the dune system and things of that nature, and the creek that's coming down, and the wonderful restoration there that actually prevents, you know, flooding in Lindemar every time we have a really big rain. I mean, there's a lot that we have a lot to be thankful for our open space, and we have a lot of responsibility, and there's still ongoing work we need to put into this space to make it, to sort of bring it back in that traditional ecological knowledge that Cindy was talking about a little bit. There's a lot for us to continue to do. I'm going to continue to do it. But right now, I agree, and the general plan is huge. We all need to put some energy into it. We also all need to work on getting, you know, sort of a multi-generational effort going here. So that's all I want to say. I really want to thank you so much for putting this together. It's been super interesting, fun. Thank you.
Let's have a hand for Cindy.
Who's going to come up next?
I just want to echo everything that Cindy and Mike and have said, and the community and the Kramers for their great work. Just want to say, of all the things that I've learned, is that you got to really talk with the owners, with property owners, is right, they're people, and so you can learn some things about the land from them. Maybe you won't be totally successful, but you may bend a little bit and make some of their land parklands. You've got to think of those concepts. Also, there's some projects coming up, and you should think, well, who can buy this land? Well, it's on public land. Could be GGNRA, because they're expanding south. They're almost down to El Granada. They are at El Granada right now. As well as the state park, McNee Ranch. They can acquire part of this new proposal that's up by Higgins Road, maybe. Got to work on that. The city itself, so you've got the state, the county, and I know county, the San Pedro Park. That's another place that maybe there might be some joining lands, the beaches and that. And it doesn't have to be all connected, but it'd be nice if they were. And I like the idea with Shirley Dry said is about responsibility. I think we love our freedoms. We hear all the Republicans talk about freedoms. Everybody talk about, what about responsibilities? And keep up the good work. Thank you.
But I think I already said it. Residents, open your hymnals. Who was that guy? Long time ago. But Mike is here, 10 miles. Where's Julie? Is Julie here? There you are, Julie. I see you.
Here I am.
I'll be brief. Somebody said to me a long time ago that the work is never done. then that's true. I think at that time, we were talking about protecting the coast, but it's the same about preserving open space. The work is never done, but I did want to say that there's a new wave in town. There's Christine Bowles, Summer Lee, who else can I think of? Nick Busan, who's the Protect San Pedro Mountain neighborhood organizer. There is a new group. Summer Lee, yes, I mentioned her, yeah. And so that's a wonderful thing. And I'm here to help them, but they need to take the lead. Because I got old. But I'm still in the game. I want to do what I can to help. But yeah, let's preserving open space. I was going to shut up, but I'm really pleased with one of the accomplishments was that 2-volume open space task force report that I'm looking at Julie. That, you know, a lot of people did a lot of work, and the push group, many of the people that you saw in those videos are gone now. Ferd Simons and John Curtis, Shirley Drive, Jan Dutton. You know, carry on.
Pacifica Trust.
Well, it's really wonderful to be here tonight with so many folks who all shared their love for open space. And it's been my experience when we moved here 30 plus years ago. It was just extraordinary how easily I was able to meet with people, talk with people, and people who really cared about the open space and the beautiful country that we live in here. And I feel so full of, I guess I'm gonna have to say, love of everybody here, you know, because we all care about that and we value it, and we, you know, we work on, I mean, I guess we've made Pacifica the kind of extraordinary place, you know, for humans to live in, you know, and to be so near other San Francisco and all that. I mean, it's just you know, when we moved here, it was because we could afford it, you know. We were finally going to be able to have enough money to, you know, start having a house and the kids and all that. And, but soon, you know, I became familiar with certain people and folks who were really caring about the nature of this town. And then it became, it was great to engage, I should say, with other folks who also felt that same way and loved the area, loved the beautiful surroundings and magical kind of in many ways, you know, having the ocean and the hills and good grief, it was just fantastic. And and we're still doing it now. I mean, it's been like 30, I think I've been here 35 years or something. It's been a long time. And we're still engaged in it, and we still love where we live. And, you know, that's, you know, it's a very, I don't want to say something like it's a very, you know, place that's, but it's, I just am, I guess I'm just really grateful, you know, and grateful for all the wonderful people that I've you know, met and been with and are such good friends. And I think that the key for us is just to keep going. You know, we have to keep an eye on things, you know, make sure, you know, that we keep this beautiful town. And so I just thank you so much. Thank everybody. And I'm looking forward to more exciting adventures, no matter how old I am.
There you
Keep it
go.
up, everybody, keep
Right
it
on.
up. Thank you all.
Thank you, Julie.
Well, those are great parting words. Keep it up, you know, protect what you love. And that's what we wanted to share with everybody today, to be the active, community-engaged Pacificans that we know all Pacificans are. There's something in the water here or in the air, and it just makes you get so sucked in and in love, like Julie was saying. What a special place, and I just want to express also my thanks to everybody in this room. While we called out a few people, or a few people were on the videos, probably everyone in this room has done something for open space, either enjoyed it, take part with it, told people how wonderful it is. So keep up that passion, talk, let people know what's going on, get involved. Thank you so much for coming out in this weird time. And we will be posting these videos onto our website and things so that you can tell people about it too. That's another thing you can do. Share out this information. It's really cool and wonderful. So thank you, Pacificans. Thank you for coming out tonight. Have a great rest of the day.
You did a great job. Thank you very much.